Hi, it's Elena, and I'm going to share with you a free tool to help you withhold the correct amount from your paycheck. During this past filing season, a lot of people were caught off guard by the changes in the tax code. Either they received less of a refund than they were used to, or they ended up owing and they didn't expect to. I am going to show you how to use the IRS withholding calculator, which will help you determine the correct amount of allowances to enter on your W-4 so you're having the right amount withheld from your paycheck each year. If you want to check out this tool, the link is available in the description box below. Next up is the tutorial, so please comment, like, and subscribe. Hi everyone, this is the Tax Withholding Estimator website. Don't worry, I'm going to include a link below for you to be able to access it. This is where you will go to actually estimate how much taxes to have withheld from your paycheck so that you're not running into a situation in where you actually owe taxes at the end of the year. Or for some people, they prefer to receive a refund, and so you can make adjustments so that you're able to get that refund. Before you start using the tax withholding estimator, you need to grab your most recent pay stub. If you are married and you're filing jointly, you should also grab your spouse's pay stub, so ask them for that. And then also you want to make sure that you have a copy of your most recent tax return, especially if you itemize. If you don't itemize, which now with the changes in the tax law, most people are not able to itemize, then it may not be necessary, but just go ahead and grab it just in case. So let's get started. We're going to go ahead and click this button to start the tax withholding estimator. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to choose the filing status that you plan to use on your 2019 tax return. For this person is single, so we're going to go ahead and click on that. No one else can claim this person as a dependent on their tax return, so we're going to hit no. And then it asks if they plan to claim any dependents on their tax return. This person does not have any dependents, so we're going to hit no. And just a quick note, each one of these questions has a question mark next to it, and if it's something you do not understand, you can easily click on it and it'll easily explain the question for you to help you better understand. So like in this case, dependents. It says a dependent is usually but not always a child or other relative, and it states that they must be a U.S. citizen, a U.S. national or resident alien, but they also must be under the age of 19 or a student under the age of 23 who lives with their parents, or any relative who lives with you and whose care you are responsible for. And then they also have the link where you can find more information on the IRS website. So if you are not sure, you can always get an explanation. All right, let's move on to income. Do you hold a job that regularly receives paychecks that are subject to federal income tax withholding? So this person does have a job and they regularly receive a paycheck. And then they want to know, how many jobs do you expect to hold this year? You definitely want to put if you're held more than one job in the year, or if you have multiple jobs, because that does affect your tax withholding. So for this person has one actual job. Next, it wants to know, will you receive income from a pension this year? This person does not receive income from a pension. And the next section is other. They basically want to know your other sources of income. So if you receive Social Security benefits, if you receive unearned income from dividends, interest, alimony, annuities, or from a trust. If you receive a scholarship or grant, that must be counted as income. If you collect unemployment, if you have earned net income from self-employment, so if you do have a side business, then you can add in your net income from here, or what you actually plan to bring in for the year on here, which is something new, because previously the calculator did not include this. And then also, if you have earned income from other sources, then you also can add in this. So if you're a side hustler where you're receiving income from doing different side hustles, especially if you're doing stuff like, say, Uber or maybe Postmates, or if you're charging the scooters, things like that, you want to report that income because they are definitely going to send you a 1099 showing that you have income from them. So this person does have side hustle income from another source. They will not be 65 or older on January 1st, 2020, and they are not blind. So we're going to leave those unchecked and we're going to click next. So then we go into the section about income and withholding. And I didn't mention it before, but up here it does have a guide to show you the different sections that you're going to go through. So we're on the second one now. So this person does expect to hold their job all year. They get paid twice monthly. As you can see, they have all the choices here, so you pick the one that actually applies to you. Twice monthly is for those people who typically get paid on the 15th and the end of the month. This person gave me their most recent pay stub. So their last pay stub was on the 13th of this month. For their wages, as you see, I tested it already, so some of the information is dropping in for me. So you put exactly what you expect to receive for the year in income from your actual job. They don't expect to receive any bonuses. From their last paycheck, the taxes that were held were $86. This system only looks for whole numbers, so if you have any change, don't even add it, just round up or down. It wants to know how much federal taxes was withheld so far this year, so your year-to-date tax amount. And so this person year-to-date has paid $1,248 in federal taxes. They want to know, will you or do you actually contribute to a tax-deferred retirement plan such as a 401k? This also includes people who contribute to 403bs. So this person does contribute to their retirement, and for the year they are going to contribute $790. And also asks, did you or will you contribute to a health savings account, a flexible savings account, or a pre-tax child care account, or other cafeteria plan? This person did not. So if you have a health savings account, flexible savings account, or the flexible dependent care account, those are things where you can contribute to them pre-tax out of your paycheck. So if you have those, make sure you know how much that you're going to contribute for the year. So after that, we're going to go into this person's other sources of income, the total amount of other earned income. This person expects to bring in $1,100 this year from their side hustle. What they are doing is they are basically estimating based off of last year's. What they are doing is that they're basically estimating based off of last year's numbers. What they are going to do is they are going to go back in here when they are getting closer to November, and they're going to adjust if they feel like they're going to make more or less, just to make sure that they're in a good position. All right, so we went ahead and hit next, and the next section is adjustments. So it basically states that most taxpayers don't have large enough adjustments to have significant impact on their tax obligation. Do you want to go to the next step without including adjustments, or would you like to see possible adjustments? This is something that you can choose to do if you want to. I will show you this section. This person does not need to. I know that they will take the standard deduction. But if you are a person who itemizes, this is where your previous tax return will come into play, because you can add your student loan interest deduction, If you're an educator, a teacher, then anything that you're paying for and you get to deduct for from there, you can use the number from last year to estimate. If you're contributing to an individual retirement account, so an IRA outside of your 401k or 403b, then you can include those contributions here. Any health savings accounts that are outside of your health savings account at your job that you are having the money deducted from your paycheck, then you will include this here. Any moving expenses, if you paid alimony, if you took an early withdrawal of savings, and if you have any business credits as a reservist or performing artist, fee-based government official, then you would enter that here. And then you would just hit next. So this already tells us, because I already knew what his situation was going to be, that he qualifies for the standard deduction of $12,200. Now, if you are married filing jointly, then your deductions need to be somewhere around $24,000. So if you have over $24,000 in deductions, then you will be able to itemize. So it's asking basically, does this person want to take that standard deduction or itemize their deduction? It also explains it here. So it basically says that deductions reduce the amount of income subject to income tax, but most taxpayers take the standard deduction. So after the changes in the tax code, now most people actually qualify for the standard deduction. So people who used to be able to itemize before are no longer able to itemize. So this person, it doesn't make any sense for them to itemize, so we're just going to click take the standard deduction. All right, so this part is the tax credits. It basically states that tax credits are amounts you subtract directly from your tax obligation. Would you like to learn more about tax credits you may be eligible for, or get the results without tax credits? So I'm just going to show you this section, but again, this person that I'm working with, he does not qualify for tax credits. So here's a foreign tax credit. They have educational tax credits here. If you're in school or someone in your family, especially if you're filing like married filing jointly and you have children who is eligible for the American Opportunity Credit or the Lifetime Learning Credit, then you can put in the amount you expect to be eligible for. Like I said, use your previous tax return to estimate this. Any retirement savings credit that you expect to receive for contributing to your retirement. Any homeowners credits. So if you have the residential energy credit where you are making your home energy efficient, or the mortgage interest credit, if you have a mortgage, then you're typically able to write off the interest that you pay towards that mortgage. But if you have questions, you should definitely see a tax advisor. If you're elderly or disabled, they have a credit for that. They have a general business credit. So if you run a business, you can put that in here. If you need more information, there's actually a link that will, I'm just going to click on it for those who have side businesses. That'll take you to all the information about business tax credits. Then we also have the alternative minimum tax credit. This normally comes into play if you have investments, and the energy efficient vehicles tax credit. So as I stated, this person does not qualify for any of these. So we're just going to go ahead and hit next and go to the results. Here is what the results page looks like. It basically tells you that if you do not change your withholding, you will get a refund. So this person will get a refund. It shows right here that they're going to get a refund. It shows right here that if they were over here, it would owe. And if you're in the middle, of course, it'll be a zero balance. Based on the numbers that we already put in, the expected tax withholding for this person is around $1,850 if they don't change anything. they are expecting that their anticipated tax obligation would be $1,609. So they would actually receive a refund of $241. So around that amount. If you scroll down, it'll tell you how to adjust your results, which I'll come back to in one moment. First, I want to show you exactly what you put in. So this is the your information section. It shows the numbers that you put in that are really important. If something seems off, you can look here and see, like, did I put in something incorrectly? Should I do it over again? Check this section just to make sure it is correct, especially if you are not agreeing with the number that's showing right here. All right, so this section, how to adjust your results. So this section is a little different than what they had before. I actually like it. It's very easy and user friendly. So if you want to get your balance close to zero, it basically tells you for a refund of approximately or greater than $50, you should complete a new W-4 form, and they give you the link to the form. Complete lines 1 and 2. On line 3, it's telling you to check the box for single. On line 5, it says enter 2. On line 6, enter 0. Sign and date the form. Give it to your employer as soon as possible. And it also, there's a form link here. There's a form link here. So if your employer actually takes a physical W-4 form, then go ahead and download this form to give to them and fill it out. If your employer does everything online, just make sure that you grab this information here and fill it out online on your employer's site to submit your updated W-4 withholding settings. If you would like to get a refund, so say this person said, I don't want $241 back, I want more than that, it tells you exactly what to do here. So if you want a refund of approximately or greater than $500, you need to complete a new W-4 form. Complete lines 1 and 2. On line 3, check the box for single. On line 5, enter 0. On line 6, enter 26. So what is going to happen is they're going to take the most out at 0 and then take out additional $26 every single paycheck for this person. You're going to sign and date the form and turn it into their employer. And so now you're going to have more money coming out each paycheck so that you can get a refund. That's basically what will happen in this situation. So this is how you estimate your tax withholding and update it so that you're not caught off guard in 2019, like a lot of people were caught off guard in 2018. Again, if you have any additional questions, you definitely should speak with a tax professional, an accountant, or a CPA. But I wanted to show you this tool because I have been using this tool for years to make sure that I'm not in a position where I owe taxes. It has been a lifesaver for me. So I wanted to show it to you.